Shalom. After the video series, 3 video part that I made, last night I was looking, and I believe I was led to some more information. And for informational purposes only, I'm giving a disclaimer. I'm not after anyone except the truth. So I'm not after discrediting anyone. I'm just looking for my truth. As far as when I say my truth, the Israelite people, the true Americans, according to the definition of American, that's in Webster's 1828 dictionary, English dictionary, where it basically says the copper-colored races were here before Columbus. So that was a Caucasian man who wrote that, and he was just reporting what he knew or saw. So even though people mean it for evil, it's just too much truth that's recorded in the annals of history that they can't hide it, even in their own books. And I believe Yah did that for a purpose. And I'm gonna let this scripture explain it all before I go into the information. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Abba shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, which is Yahusha. And in our day, we are the brightness that's speaking the word of truth, Yahweh's truth through his spirit. We are the nations of Israel, particular now Judah. We're speaking the truth led by the spirit out of our mouths, which is Yah's mouth, because he's speaking. And we're not putting hands on people. We're not hurting people. We're not doing that thing. All we're doing is telling the truth. And what does the truth do? It destroys with brightness. He coming. It's evident he's coming, because the truth is coming out of our mouths boldly. We roar as lions. For we are not given the spirit of fear, but power. And we need to show that love. And we have a sound mind. Okay, let me move on. Of course, I enjoy many brothers who, the Hebrew, and I don't believe in a movement. I believe in, like I said, he's coming with the truth. So brothers are speaking the truth. And you have some brothers say, we Hebrew Israelites from Africa. Now, we are actually from the tribe of Shem. And then they say that we were sold into slavery and brought to the Americas. And then brothers like Dane Calloway, I've heard, he said the story was told in reverse. We was already here, taken to Africa, sold there, and then brought back and forth and things of that nature. If I'm not taking, I don't want to put the words in his mouth. But regardless of how it happened, it's all the truth. And I believe the Hebrew Israelites and the Native Americans, they call Indians, I believe we all the same people, because we all call on the name of Yah. So I've watched videos from very intelligent brothers and sisters from the nation. And one particular really bright brother, Dane Calloway, I was led to I was looking for information based on the revelation of who I am. And then I ran across what he had on the video that was actually online. And of course his theme is, I'm just here to make you think. His official site of Dane Calloway. And then the title is White Immigrants, $5 Indians. Stole money and land from indigenous aboriginals now owed to their descendants called African Americans. There'll be a video coming back on. Let me turn it off first. I want to share this thought. Okay, turn that off. Let's see. Some imagery that he has on this page of the true Aboriginals. It says the actual Indians, or rather known as American Aborigines, have since blamed the government for mismanagement of a trust in their names for well over 120 years, and now the U.S. government owes them tens of billions of dollars. The dispute dates back to 1887, when Congress made the Interior Department of trustee for approximately 145 million acres of Indian lands in America. Then he has, a video. It says, black Indians, or rather Aborigines of America, were supposed to benefit, but the government gave the majority of the land legal tenders, tax reliefs, and other federal specialized benefits to the white settlers, who paid off the Citizenship Administration Organization in order to become members of what is known as the 5 Civilized Tribes of Indian Territory by Congress. Just showing imagery. White settlers sought to reap the benefits of Aborigines. In fact, one example of that would be the complexity of how successful but so openly fraudulent they did it. In 1895, the white settlers were informed of what the benefits of Indians were entitled to, so they traveled to the Dawes Royal Commission to inquire about having their names enlisted on the roll cards for full-blooded and or freedmen Indians of America lands. In 1898, the Dawes Roll acted as a consensus responsible for documenting records of one's ethnic background in order to determine one's association with specific American Indian tribes. Also, it played an important role with determining which Indian tribes would get land allotments and other benefits that I detailed earlier. In return for abolishing their tribal government and recognizing federal laws, in order to receive this land, the individual tribal members first had to apply and then be deemed eligible by the commission. Now these are the $5 Indians. So let me just say, I don't know. Let me read on. That's okay. The commission to the 5 civilized tribes was appointed by President Governor Grover Cleveland in 1893 to negotiate land with the Cherokee, Creek, Choctaw, that's me, Chickasaw, and Seminole tribes. It commonly called, oh, no wonder they call me a targeted individual. They're trying to cover up. This is already exposed now. It is commonly called the Dawes Commission after the chairman, Henry L. Dawes. All right, let me go to part 2.